In the coldest corners of science, a quiet revolution is unfolding. From superconductors that defy resistance to embryos reborn after decades in stasis, cryogenics is no longer just science fiction. It's shaping the future of medicine, space travel, and even human immortality. Today, we're diving deep into the chilling world of cryopreservation. We'll explore the real breakthroughs, the myths that won't die, and the people who've chosen to freeze themselves in time, waiting for a tomorrow that might never come. Cryogenics, the study of matter at extremely low temperatures, began as a scientific curiosity in the 19th century. But it quickly became the backbone of modern technology. In 1908, Dutch physicist Heike Kamerlingh-Onnes liquefied helium by cooling it to 1.5 Kelvin. And in 1911 discovered superconductivity, a phenomenon where electrical resistance vanishes at cryogenic temperatures. This breakthrough led to the development of practical MRI machines, powered by superconductive magnets that only function in cryogenic conditions. These same magnets, cooled with supercooled helium, revolutionized particle accelerators. The Large Hadron Collider, for example, uses over 100 tons of liquid helium and integrates cryogenics throughout its 27-kilometer span. Cryogenic fuels like liquid hydrogen, which is the lightest element and has the highest energy content per unit mass, and liquid oxygen, which is used as an oxidizer to burn fuel in space, where oxygen isn't available, became essential for space exploration, powering rockets from Apollo to Artemis. Today, cryogenics enables quantum computing, where qubits operate at near absolute zero temperatures to maintain coherence. It's also used in cryosurgery, maglev trains, and even food preservation. But cryogenics isn't just about machines, it's about life, and how we might preserve it or even extend it indefinitely. In July 2025, a baby named Thaddeus Daniel Pierce was born in Ohio. His embryo had been frozen for over 30 years, since 1994. That's 11,148 days in cryogenic stasis. Thaddeus's parents adopted the embryo through a specialized agency. After thawing and transfer, Lindsay Pierce became pregnant, and the embryo, older than the mother, was brought into the world. Medical experts say the age of a frozen embryo doesn't necessarily affect viability. If properly stored, it can remain viable indefinitely. If humanity ever faces an infertility crisis, frozen embryos could be the key to our survival. This case shattered records and raised profound questions. Can life be paused and restarted when the time is right? Can we preserve potential across generations? It's a tangible miracle and a powerful foreshadowing of what cryopreservation might one day achieve. Human cryopreservation is the boldest application of cryogenics, and perhaps the most important. It's the idea that a person declared legally dead can be cooled to minus 196 degrees Celsius in liquid nitrogen and preserved until future science can revive and heal them. Here's how it works. Immediately after legal death, a standby team cools the body and replaces blood with organ-preserving solutions. Then, cryoprotectants, special chemicals, are infused inside and outside of cells to prevent ice crystals from forming. Finally, the body, or just the brain, is placed in a cryogenic tank, suspended in time until science catches up. No one has ever been revived from cryopreservation, but proponents argue that future advances in nanotechnology, tissue regeneration, and AI might make it possible. And judging by recent breakthroughs, that future may be closer than we think. So how many people are already frozen, hoping to wake up in a marvelous futuristic world? Alcor Life Extension Foundation in Arizona has cryopreserved 199 individuals. The Cryonics Institute in Michigan has over 200. Globally, the number is estimated to be around 500 to 600 people. Most are stored in liquid nitrogen tanks in facilities designed to operate even during power outages, ensuring long-term preservation. So, how much does it cost to be frozen? Currently, it's around $200,000 for full body preservation and about $80,000 for neuropreservation, just freezing the brain. Some choose to preserve only their heads, believing future tech will reconstruct their bodies. Others opt for full body storage, hoping to be revived whole. It's a leap of faith, but more than ever, it feels possible and within reach. Now, let's talk about the rumor that pretty much everyone thinks of when they hear cryogenics. Was Walt Disney cryogenically frozen? The answer is very likely no. Disney died in 1966 and was reportedly cremated 2 days later. His ashes are interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. His daughter called the rumor about him being frozen absurd. So why did this urban legend take root? Disney was fascinated by futuristic ideas, hence Epcot Center. His funeral was private, sparking speculation, and cryopreservation was gaining media attention at the time. Some even joke that Disney named the movie Frozen to bury Google search results about his frozen head. The first person was cryopreserved months after Walt Disney passed away, and the science was still in its infancy. So, while there's technically no proof he wasn't frozen, the chances are slim that he was. But Walt Disney isn't the only famous name tied to cryonics. Ted Williams, the baseball legend, was cryopreserved by Alcor in 2002. His case sparked legal battles and media frenzy. Larry King reportedly expressed interest in cryonics, but ultimately decided against it. Peter Thiel, the tech billionaire, has publicly supported cryonics and invested in life extension ventures. Cryonics has become a cultural mirror, reflecting our deepest fears and hopes about death, legacy, and the future of science. So, let's separate fact from fantasy. What's actually possible? Cryopreservation works for embryos, sperm, eggs, and some tissues. Cryogenic cooling powers quantum computers and space instruments. Cryosurgery treats tumors and abnormal tissues. But what's speculative? Reviving a cryopreserved human isn't currently possible. Ice damage, cellular breakdown, and legal definitions of death pose major hurdles. Even if revival becomes possible, could we do it on a massive scale? Could it cause population issues if no one ever died? People remain divided. Some call cryonics pseudoscience. Others see it as a long-term bet. That's just a matter of time. Cryopreservation isn't just a scientific issue. It's also a philosophical one. Even if we could do it, should we? Isn't life's finiteness part of what makes it meaningful? Is death final, or just a technical problem? Does our soul and identity return from death with us? Spiritual and religious implications abound. Are we defying a higher power or fulfilling a divine plan? Cryopreservation also echoes ancient myths of resurrection. Take Osiris, murdered and dismembered by his brother Set. His wife's sister Isis gathered the fragments and resurrected him through magical rites, making him the eternal king of the dead. Cryopreservation is our modern attempt to become Osiris, our most probable hope for resurrection and immortality. And the future of cryogenics is accelerating with no end in sight. Vitrification techniques are improving, reducing ice damage. Cryoprotectants are becoming more sophisticated. AI and nanotech may one day repair cellular damage. Legal frameworks are emerging to address post-revival identity and rights. As climate change, pandemics, giant asteroids, and other existential risks loom, some see cryonics as a backup plan, a way to preserve human potential in case of catastrophe. It's not just about freezing individuals. It's about freezing and preserving everything we've accomplished as a species. Cryogenics began as a study of extreme cold, but it's become so much more. From embryos reborn after 30 years to humans suspended in liquid nitrogen, we're learning to stretch the boundaries of life and perhaps redefine death. Cryopreservation dares us to imagine a future where death isn't the end, just an intermission. So the question isn't just, can we use this science to its fullest potential? It's, what kind of world are we creating when we do? Like, subscribe, and comment below. Would you want to be frozen in hopes of one day being revived?